is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to talk about Mads Mikkelsen and what happened on Instagram, which isn't 100% crystal clear, but we have an idea of what's going on. So the allegation is that Mads Mikkelsen quit Instagram because of hate and trolls who are on Johnny Depp's side. But we do have a little evidence that he got hacked or he just shut it off temporarily. Nobody actually knows, but let's take a look at what I'm going by and the stuff that I found. Of course, we have Laura B, or I should say the real Laura B, in there, and we've got Amber's friend, Eve Barlow, of course, shooting off her mouth about the hate and the trolling and that kind of thing. So, let's take a look. So, as you can see, when I looked it up, it said, sorry, this page isn't available, not sure why, but okay. This is when I looked up Mads' Instagram account. Now we have this on Twitter from Eve Barlow. It is incredible that it took a male actor closing his Instagram account after online harassment and intimidation before the press can take note of the vile antics of Johnny Depp's online fan community. Okay, well, like I said, we don't know the real reason aside from one little piece of text why he's not on Instagram, but I will say nobody can force anybody to close an account. As you guys know, or might not know, Chrissy Teigen claims she was bullied off Twitter. I'll get back into that. Because, you know what? Amber Heard herself is proof you can't get bullied off of a platform. And one user here says, Johnny Depp fan, Mads Mikkelsen deactivated his account on Instagram. We told you, Depphead's gonna be your worst nightmare. Alright. You know, I'm sure there are some people in the community who are not great people, who are frustrated to the point of lashing out at anybody. I get that. I just think they're a very small minority. I happen to know someone who's not so nice myself personally, who I won't get into in public. But, of course, every community with like tens of millions of people has a couple of bad apples. But you can't say, well, because of them, Mads was forced to shut down his Instagram. And Laura B, or I should say, the real Laura B, retweeted out this: false. Mads' IG was hacked. It's a reply from his manager. His manager says it's been hacked and we are working on what happened. Wait, I can't read that. Med something in not English, best regards, CEO and founder with a cell phone number, an office phone number there. Okay, looks pretty legit. Alright, there you have it. Now, listen up. Here's the real fun fact. Here's the real irony behind what's going on that's undisputable. Amber Heard is the best proof in the world that you can't get bullied off of social media because, let's face it, Amber Heard probably has faced the most backlash historically than any celebrity I can think of. Any company that I could think of. You know where she is? She's on Instagram and she's on Twitter. You know what? One time on Instagram, she got over 150,000 negative comments. You know what she did? She shut them off. And I gotta say, that is actually what you are supposed to do. In this one rare case, Amber actually somewhat handled the situation correctly if you want to ignore online hate, quote unquote. So, Chrissy Teigen didn't. Chrissy Teigen cried to the media and said, oh, I got bullied off of Twitter. Oh, all these people hate me. I can't show my face there anymore. So I'm sure Mads, if he got a little bit of hate from what he knows to be a very delicate situation, he could just shut the account off for like a couple of weeks or 2 weeks or something and come back, and they're not going to be there forever. It's because the movie's pretty fresh, and that's why it's probably in people's minds and things like that. So listen, Eve, don't think Mads is a complete idiot. If he wants to stay on social media, he knows this will blow over and he does not have to get bullied off. But as you guys might or might not know, Eve is on Twitter and social media just kind of trying to work up a storm about what's going on and defend Amber and gaslight people and things like that. I've got a few things to say about her, and they're not all bad, believe it or not. I actually agree with some of the political things she's saying, but she's not quite hanging out with the right people because the people she hangs out with don't really believe in some of the political things she believes in. So she's kind of an interesting character, to put it politely, but I never like to be too rude, because if you're too rude, then you do become a troll. You do become hateful. But if you criticize people just at the right level, where it's not hate and trolling and misogyny, well, that's fine. But of course, they'll say it is hate and misogyny and trolling and things like that. But we know the truth. That's why I don't say, turd and things like that so much, because I kind of like to play the middle with criticism. I don't like to sugarcoat it, but then again, if you go too far, then you are, not being so great about it and not being a good person about it. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think down below. If you don't know the real Laura B, she's on over 11,000 Twitter followers. She's got a great account. She's doing court documents, stuff like that. She's a real serious player in this case. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you consider it and don't subscribe, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.